I'm with Linda Deutsch, famed Associated Press reporter who covered many of the biggest trials of our time, including the O.J. Simpson trial. One of the things that emerged from that is Marcia Clark's role. Assess Marcia Clark's role as a prosecutor.
Marcia Clark had been an excellent prosecutor. I had covered her in other cases. I think that the O.J. Simpson trial was so overwhelming that it overwhelmed everyone. It overwhelmed the judge, it overwhelmed the witnesses, it overwhelmed some of the defense attorneys. It was not your usual trial, but she made a couple of pivotal mistakes. The biggest mistake was not vetting Mark Furman in advance. She should have known that her key witness was a racist. It was something that the defense was going to discover, and it was really the Achilles heel of her case. She also had a lot of trouble with the LAPD crime lab and their handling of evidence. They were not as careful as they should have been. A lot of evidence was messed up, and I think that she may have underestimated the impact of the physical evidence. In court, she was fine. I think she projected a good prosecutorial image. I think the TV show went a little overboard in focusing on her as a woman. I didn't think that that had a huge amount to do with it. I think that, like everybody in the case, she became entranced with her own fame. You have to realize that during that trial, there was a man who flew over the courthouse every day with a banner saying, "Marcia, will you marry me?" It was huge, and she was on TV every day, all day, as she was trying the case. So she was subject to enormous scrutiny. The changes in her hairdo, I think, were to make her seem more serious rather than anything that was vanity. And yes, she was different because she was a woman, but Johnnie Cochran was different because he was black. And there was less focus on any discrimination against him. Now, Johnnie was a brilliant lawyer. He had always been a brilliant lawyer, and he had a talent for getting the attention of a jury. He was half preacher, half showbiz guy, half lawyer. He dominated a courtroom, and it was hard to go up against him. So I think Marcia may have had that problem. She was working with Chris Darden, who made the biggest mistake in the case, which was asking O.J. to try on the famous gloves. And once that happened, I mean, I remember Dominic Dunn, who was the most anti-O.J. person in the press corps, sitting next to me, and when O.J. tried on those gloves and they didn't fit, he turned to me and he said, "Did you see what he did?" He said, "He took those gloves and he ran like he was running down a football field. This case is over." And he was right.
Thank you so much.